price, because you're not buying it at the local supermarket or pharmacy, you're buying it there beachside, and they're probably charging you twice the price, thinking that, you know, foreigners won't be able to work out that what the real price is, you know. Yeah, everyone's got a smartphone these days and just can look online what the local prices are from the local pharmacy. So, yeah, I'm just rambling, fellas. I'm tired and I'm a bit despondent because I haven't seen Drosophila binata in the wild here yet. So I saw some likely locations though. I did see some coral fern. That was a good sign. Oh, transfer session of 300 metres on the left, so we've got another 300 metres to go. So, yeah, I reckon I do have to walk up a good kilometre back to the Mountain View Lodge with me wellies on, because we're taking special precautions, because when you're taking special precautions, you're respecting the rules that you shouldn't go in the bush at this time of the year or at this particular location. Yeah, you can see the bit of the smoke in the air there. It's getting thicker, but you know. I have to put the air conditioner on tonight just to get the smut out of the air, I suppose. Get the ash out of the air and just let the air conditioner man deal with the... Oh, look at that, look at the moss there, it's still green on the side of the road there. Oh, and it's somewhat concrete-y calcareous, so you never know. We might be getting to an answer. Might be able to crack the calcifuge barrier in 2023 and put everything all together, solve the complete puzzle, and have plants, bog plants growing in a flooded bucket and just sort of seemingly getting nutrition from, well, seemingly from nowhere, but I think I know where it's coming from, but anyway. And almost inexhaustible nutrition, as I think George Washington put it when he was talking about their shrub bogs. What was it? What was the term he used for their Pockeson shrub bog things? That might have been the term, I don't know. Whatever the term George Washington used, sort of implied there was a inexhaustible nutrition. Because we do know we had all these pirates used to take the water from these Pockeson sites because it was much more potable. It would last for, 8 months in a barrel or something, longer than normal. So, you get a load up there and you were good to go for another 8 months on the high seas sort of thing, pilferaging and plundering and whatever. The pirates used to do that. They used to anchor in probably Myrtle Beach and places like that and go into the Pockeson areas there behind the sand dunes where the fly traps used to grow. Look it up if you don't believe me. Behind the sand dunes at Myrtle Beach, there used to be fly traps there. But if you read the old notes from the old Elisha-MITCHELL journals and that, and meeting notes and things like that, you'll find out that going back as far as 1840, they knew that there were large fly traps down in Florida, bigger, larger, more colourful, more robust than even the plants that they knew used to grow around Wilmington. And that information goes back to at least 1840. So you might be able to find other recollections in writing. There was people at the meeting who had been in the Civil War, and they said, yeah, when they were down in Florida during the Civil War, they'd seen fly traps down there, even bigger than the ones that around Wilmington where they grew up. So these people that were in the Civil War had grown up around Wilmington and knew what the plants were like back then, and they were saying that I'm just putting this on here to see if John actually goes for the full smeg and gets all the goss sort of thing, you know. It's a check, you see, on whether John actually watches all of my videos or not, or just says he does. So yeah, so if he comments on the end of this video, I'll know that he's watched it all sort of thing and got the goss about the fly traps down in Florida. Of course, those fly traps are on the flight path of birds that the late Donald Snell put in his book, you see. And of course, that also goes back to the work of Darwin, when he actually used to take the mud off of birds' feet and, you know, filter out the seeds that were in the mud of the birds' feet and try and grow them, and he grew a number of species that way, and he could work out that these plants grew on the bird's flight path sort of thing. So it all seems to fit together. So yeah, is it still recording? Yeah, it's still recording, I think. And I'll get you back to the Mountain View Lodge. Sorry I didn't find anything in there, but you know, you will during the wet. You'll find lots of stuff in there during the wet. You find your Whittigras, you find your Oryx, the Peltatas, your Glids, and your Pygmeas. You might find something else. You may even find a Spath or something. You might even find some sort of Dichotoma, Utricularia, Dichotoma relation or something. One of the new ones or something. And you might find a Bernarda in a really wet spot or something. But look out for the coral fern. It's really good. Usually when you find Bernardi, you find coral fern. So we're going to try and make the link. Well, they do say that we learned from the American Journal of Botany that to grow ferns, what you really do need is leaf mould. One is you should never let them dry out. That's a sort of statement they use for lots of these plants. And all this thing, like for some of the Australian specialist ferns, like the staghorn type ferns that we have here, they say you put a banana skin behind them. I think it's something else actually they're actually pointing to, but we'll get there eventually. If we live long enough, we'll get there. And all these sort of disparate connections will be made, and suddenly the household plant specialists will have so much power at their fingertips with very simple methods that you won't be going down to the shops to buy this or that, and you won't be preparing for the season like you normally do. All this, you know, forking out good money after bad sort of thing. Yeah. What was the latest one I came across? Wasn't the fish emulsion. So, you know, we had the pelletized bullshit we had through the 90s. What was the latest one I come across, if I can remember, that I think may have been a bit of a furphy. Oh yeah, rooting hormones. You know, they used to say, you know, suddenly rooting hormones came onto the market, and then after a while, it was like 3 types of rooting hormones: mild, stronger, and strongest sort of thing for the, you know, strong for the woody cuttings. And I was thinking, did anyone try putting the woody one on the soft ones and seeing if it did anything? Because I wonder if they did anything at all, you know. Because remember the old grandma used to take cuttings, and she'd just take a cutting, stick it in the same pot or something, and most of them would strike, you know.